So National Institutes of Health just put on their YouTube site this new program. Well, no, it's not new, excuse me. It's the Brain Initiative. Some may have heard of this. Yes, this was just posted today. So it's a new video they put up. I don't remember the guy's name. You could just look on YouTube, National Institute of Health, the Brain Initiative. It's very long. Goes into everything they want to do. It's all DARPA and all that stuff. But some things that I think that the public should know is that as of last December, the social media platforms that were on board with the computer learning that they're using, but mining people's data, was Facebook, Twitter, Amazon, and Google. They were all right there to help to get people involved in mining data. Zuckerberg even started a new lab and mining Facebook users, and also YouTube was a network that was giving input on you and I, on everybody, for their machine learning. But the one they didn't mention was TikTok. So doesn't that go, it just goes right into what my last video was all about, which was that, of course, Twitter is going to be the new truth platform, right? Because the more people they get on there, or Facebook or any of them, they want as much data, no matter what it's about, no matter what you're speaking about. It doesn't matter if I'm talking about what I'm talking about. It doesn't matter. They want your data, anything. And I'll just read exactly straight from the transcript some of the things he said. Okay, so let's see, to make decisions in a very uncertain environment. How do we study that? Interestingly, it turns out machine learning can be used. Yes, that's why Google, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter were on board with it. TikTok, he said TikTok was not mentioned. So just remember that when all of those people continually push that TikTok's the danger, I would say no, all the other ones are, for sure. Okay, so it turns out machine learning can be used to analyze behavior, and it has been used, for example, to analyze the behavior of flies. So flies do a lot of different things. They walk around, they fly, they interact with each other, they communicate, they do funny things with their wings, they groom. Turns out that you can automate that. In the past, humans had to sit there frame by frame. Now you can automate that by using machine learning to go through the frames and automatically indicate what's going on in each frame. Okay, let's speed up a little bit here. Flies have that, so in regards to flies, because either they're too fast or they're too complex, but you can now mine the database and find out what's really happening. That's been done for the mouse. Yes, of course they have. You've seen where they have weird ears, human ears hooked up to mice. This isn't conspiracy theory. It's the sick science. Fauci did all that stuff to beagle puppies. NIH did. These are just sick people. So database, let's see. So they're too fast, too complex, but you can now mine the database and find out what's really happening. That's been done for the mouse behavior. It's been done for human behavior. So one of my former graduate students, for example, who is interested in human facial expressions, has used machine learning to automate the detection of the different muscles in the face, collaborating with Paul Ekman, and now we have a company called Emotions. Is this a complicated interest? So during this video, he said, is this not a complicated, he said, is this a conflict of interest? Oh, and he said, sorry. Be that as it may, he went on to say, but the beauty is that it can be done completely automatically and objectively and done in real time. So this is going to really have a huge impact in many different areas of medicine where you're trying to find out what a patient is really feeling and thinking, and the words are disconnected from what's really going on. So there's a lot of applications that are going to be very important when two people are just, you know what, it's all this, it's this. And you know what, he basically says it's about like this Human Genome Project. They realize that even once they know the whole genome, there's so many intricate parts of it, they still won't be upon cures, but we have to get, like, all about motivating people about this. And then goes on to say it's sort of like how the public rallied around going to the moon. And he's like, well, why haven't we been back to the moon? And he said, because there's nothing there. We got some moon rocks and came back. But he said, President Kennedy, he rallied, you know, he inspired a nation, a world to want to go to the moon. So that's what they're trying to do with all this. That's why Zuckerberg and all Amazon, all those people are on board with it. And this is a bunch of neuroscientists. Yeah, Google, Amazon, Facebook were all there, and they were there in force because they were recruiting. They were trying to get students, come and help them mine their databases, right? They have huge databases. People are saying and doing and thinking that they put online, Twitter, Facebook, and in fact, one of the workshops on deep learning was so popular that Mark Zuckerberg from Facebook showed up. Yeah, and one of his friends is heading up some part of it. So, yeah, these people are such scumbags. All of them, because it has nothing to do with getting to curing things, okay? And what really just annoys me, well, the whole thing annoyed me, because it's somebody, you know, this is what happens. The education system, these scientists that go into, they don't realize that they have no, like, they're disconnected themselves from any emotional understanding. They are. But he was basically talking about we should be able to understand how the brain operates. And so, like, for people that struggle with alcohol or drugs, we should be able to go into the neurons and then be able to understand what's going on there and why that behavior happens to that person. Well, no, morons. No, you don't get it. You don't, yeah, you're never going to get it. I said this a couple years ago on my YouTube channel before I was on Facebook, or before I was on TikTok. I said, you are never, these people, and I exactly said this in my video. I said, you scientists, you can open up the brain, you can tear the dendrites, neurons, everything apart. Damn it, okay? But you're not going to find anything because the founders of Alcoholics Anonymous already figured out what the problem is. It's a spiritual malady. It is. And there's millions. I know I get so mad about this, but because I know it. I know it because I know people that have gone on for over 20 years, okay? Millions around the world that this was the cure. Something science has never done. No cures. Science, we've just been told how great they are. They have never come up with a cure. He pretty much even said it. He's like, yeah, we do these and then we get to this and realize, no, it's a lot more complicated than we thought. Yeah, and they still get millions of our dollars. And this was NIA. Oh, it's just so exhausting because these are the experts that have no connection to any ethics. And he praised Obama. Obama is so inspiring. He's the one that brought us to doing all this. Oh yeah, that illegitimate president that hopefully one day we have some ethical people in our government system that will do something about that. Arrest that man. Okay, put him on trial for his treasonous acts. His illegal acts, and then we can get rid of all of the funding that goes to these damn people. If they don't even want to look at the absolute evidence of Alcoholics Anonymous, and they never have, I've read their papers, then science isn't looking to find solutions. They only want to control you.